Well, I'm sitting on the most southern beach in Tassie.
Here we go, the leech guys again. Hi, darling. Hello, darling. Oh, you only have one eye. Hello, sweetie. Let's see. Hello. Oh, hello. Oh, you'll let me pat you. I have to film these trees. They're huge. Oh, hi. You have a baby, too. Bye, guys. No worries. Have fun. I'll see it in the footage. No, you wouldn't, because my calves hurt too much. Have fun, guys. I hope the weather is kind. I'll stay here with the patty melons. And off they go to walk to the southern end of Tasmania.
Well, this is it. The end of the most southern road in all of Australia. You can't drive on a road southerner than this, can you? And where are we walking to?
The most southern point.
Most southern point. Something Cape, Southern Cape?
Southeast Cape Bay.
Southeast Cape Bay. Oh, look at this man go. Yeah.
And say I'm excited.
Yeah. And it's beautiful and tropical at the moment. Apparently it's a 16K return walk. And we've just started out. We'll sort of pop back in from time to time and see how we're going. We're at at the start of Fisherman's Point camp, or Fisherman's Point walk, which is there, yeah. And where do we need to be? Back where we camped.
Complete opposite direction.
Awesome. All right, so we get to walk back that whole way we came. Nice. So our 16-kilometer walk has just turned into a 17-kilometer walk. All right, we are now on the proper track. I thought it was a bit odd that this is the beginning of the South Coast walk and that there wasn't a big fanfare and hoo-ha at the start of the track that we were at. Well, that was because we were on the wrong track. Now we're on the right track and there was big fanfare and hoo-ha. 4 hours return, I reckon. Morning! Here we go, South Cape Bay, 4 hours. We're about 30 odd minutes in on the track, would we, boys? It's pretty cool at the moment. We're going through this rainforest mossy stuff. I can't imagine they'd ever have a bushfire here, really. Not a couple of minutes after I was blathering on about rainforests and no bushfires, we got into this open heathland with button grass and little hills and this duckboard track. Very cool. Ooh, schlappe. We're probably 3/4 of the way in now, maybe 2/3. It's been a pretty easy walk, to be honest, so far. It's been all but level. A few hills here and there, but nothing death-defying. We're going through some open heath. Now we're back into this forest. Oh yeah, we got a bit of a hill here. I better shut the GoPro off so I can breathe. Walking alongside a little babbling brook. Bridge over troubled waters. Ooh, and a jump vine. I brought a 500ml bottle of water, hoping that there would be water along the way, and Tassie didn't disappoint. Go across multiple streams like this with water in them. I'm sure I can smell it. Every once in a while I'll get a kind of a whiff, an ocean whiff. Well, hopefully I'd put us at thumb suck 3/4 of the way. This South Coast Cape walk dumps you out onto a beach. It's not the actual most southern point. There's a little peninsula that juts out as south as you can go. Now, some track notes we read said you can't get out there, and a map we've got says there's a track out there, so we'll have to see when we get out there. Regardless, we'll go as far south as we can. So that means, at least for Jill and I, we've been to the northernmost point of Australia, which is obviously Cape York, been the easternmost, which is Cape Byron, which is a wank because you can get there in your VW Combi. The westernmost, Steep Point, which is an awesome four-wheel drive track. Standby bog. The most central point, which is Lambert Center, not too far out of Alice Springs or Fink. The most southern point on the mainland, which is Wilson's Prom. We've done that. I think we've ticked all the compass points, apart from this one. This is it. We're getting closer now. We can hear the waves a pumping. Oh yeah, there's some water. Bit of H2O, Southern Ocean. Bring it on. So Akeem caught a queenfish at the tip of Cape York. So he wants to catch kingfish down here. And I reckon that'd be awesome. Actually, any fish would be good, but
Yeah, I'm not being big.
nah. But a king would be, it'd just be so fitting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's the ocean. Holy shit, it's a long ways down there.
Oh dear. It is a long ways down.
What do we got? Oh! Oh yeah! Hi! That's awesome! Tasmania turns it on. Warning, cliff edge can collapse.
Severe hazard.
No dying. That there is the most southern tip of Australia, and that's a bush bash to get out there, so we're gonna knock that one on the head, and we're gonna walk down to the most southern beach, which is, edit those two people out, right down there.
No.
That's what we've just come down, walking down those stairs, just waiting for the other boys. There's the beach that we're heading down to. Keem's still got the rod in hand. Oh, there's stairs down to the beach. Excellent. This is a funky sort of cliff walk with this kind of gravelly rock, like gray slate. There are a few people out here. There's two on the beach. There's two on the track walking towards us. Jill's got this bloody rock fetish, and Akeem's been feeding it. Hard, exactly. And I gotta carry him home. The final set of stairs descending down onto the beach. The most southern beach in Tasmania, in Australia. Air must be thin up here. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for Jafffa Adventures. I think I'm gonna have my wrap as well, Akeem.
It's the longest walk I've ever taken to have my lunch.
What are you having for lunch, Jacob? Seaweed? Kelp. Sand. So what do you reckon, Akeem? Fishable?
Yeah, I think further down that way,
Yeah?
where there's a lot of rocks and kelp and stuff through here, but definitely make something work. I'll be having a crack.
Nice.
I'll inhale this and then
Give it a crack.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sitting on the most southern beach in Tassie. The boys will walk down the beach to have a bit of a fish and see if they can catch their most southern fish. That point that you see there, that's the most southern tip of Tasmania. Apparently there's a bush bash track to get out there if you want. We're not going to give that a crack. We'll be satisfied with just sitting here on this most southern beach in Tasmania, but just unbelievable out here. 16k round trip walk to get out here. That's reasonably easy. Give it a go. You won't be disappointed.
just down here at Cockle Creek. We're camped up just across the other side of the bay here, driven around. There's a nice set of rocks here. Thought, oh, go for a bit of a squid fish, chuck the squid jig around, see what we can do, see if I can get myself some tea. I was really craving some seafood. And we've converted. How is that? For a beautiful southern calamari. That will be awesome on the barbie tonight. Cannot complain about that one. That's got to be a PB for me. That's a monster squid. Yeah, pretty stoked with that. Yoo-hoo! Yeah, pretty specky. Awesome little spot. Even better when you can get a few squid for tea too. Stoked with that one. Yoo.
All right, Akeem, what's happening here? I see some salad.
Yeah, I've got some, started crumbing me squid.
Oh, good.
Oh, I've crumbed it, so just frying it up now.
It smells really good.
Yeah, and can't go wrong with the chicken mix.
Excellent.
Had a few of them laying around. So.
Excellent.
I was craving seafood at the Savo, so and I was a bit disappointed I didn't get a fish off the beach at the most southern, but I've come through the last minute.
Excellent.
Grabbed a bit of seafood. So.
Made the best of it.
Yeah, that's right.
Well done.
Awesome.
I hope it's delicious.
Lost me beer, man.
We can't have that. Cheers. Looks like we have two guys driving a boat in front of us. And they're riding in the back. That's funny, yeah.
We are rolling into the Bruny Island ferry terminal. And we're now going to jump on the ferry over to Bruny. Day 2 on Bruny Island. Day 1 we really didn't do any filming. We were on the northern portion of the island and there's not a lot there. A lot of farming communities, dirt roads, a few paved roads, which we took. We drove all of them actually. Pleasant enough drive, but
Not different from the scenic drives along on the mainland.
no, not at all. So today we're on the southern side of the neck. We're heading towards Cloudy Bay. Apparently there's some four-wheel driving along the Cloudy Bay beach and maybe around some headlands, those sorts of stuff, but we're just sort of following the trails and seeing where it takes us. We have 2 days on Bruny, leaving tomorrow. There's the Cape Bruny Lighthouse right out in front of us. It's been a very well-maintained dirt road that gets you out to this point, and it's a very popular spot, lots of traffic. Just look up in front of us. Got Corollas and Audis and four-wheel drives.
Yaris.
Yes, we park here and walk up.
Walking up a very steep path to the Cape Bruny Lighthouse. Road trip hazard. Cape Bruny Lighthouse. Australia's second oldest standing lighthouse and its fourth lighthouse that was ever constructed. 1838. Pretty impressive scenery out here at Cape Bruny. Little lighthouse there is the active one now. This one, the big one, was decommissioned in 1996. We're coming down to Cloudy Bay Beach.
At South Bruny National Park.
Very cool. Hakeem, I'm getting quicksand vibes, dude.
That was a bit squishy.
I am at 40 psi, so there is that.
Yeah, likewise.
The wave is coming way in. Holy crap. That's a big wave.
Stupid wave.
That was funny on here. I was like, oh no. I was like, if you guys weren't watching when it hit, I was hoping you wouldn't be. 'Cause it was coming. What's going on?
Oh, we're just getting the camp's at the end of the beach. We're gonna run up the beach. But we're still on full pressures, but it's
We're
really...
just going to suck it and see at 40 psi for a little bit. Yeah, Terry said he's not worried. Follow me runs across this little creek with the surge because there was one that come through pretty hard before. The creek is fresh as well. Tide might be on the swing out, Terry, because like we're driving on the high tide mark now.
Yeah, I think you're on the money, mate.
There's just a rogue wave. So I was thinking, oh no, the tide's coming in.
Yeah, I think...
So is there a way out at the end of this, or do we just turn around and come back?
Yeah, I think we turn around and come back, mate, unless we can pop up on the headland.
Yeah, copy that.
But right at the very end is that cloudy corner camp beach camp.
Oh, yeah, copy that.
Truck certainly labors a lot more with 40 psi in the tires.
I don't think it makes that much of a difference, but it makes such a huge difference.
Yeah, it really does.
You see one of those idiots that hop down on the beach at 40 psi and then get bogged, struggle so much.
He's just being lazy, not putting the tires down because it's a pain.
Somebody said, anyway, the beach is quite hard. You don't even have to drop your tires.
Or that guy that was in the mud truck.
Yeah,
No fart.
I can't remember.
No farting.
This is the Cloudy Corner camping area right at the end of Cloudy Bay, and it's a beautiful little spot. Big, large sites, flat for the most part, Tasmanian flat anyway, grassy. And when we're back here, there's been, I guess, 3 or 4 groups in total. So not overly crowded either. Hakeem's down on the beach having a flick, so we'll go see how he's going. And here's the access down onto the beach.
Jacob's got his rod out too.
Excellent.
Cody's having a snack.
Looks like they're pulling a lot of weed off.
Yes, it does, doesn't it?
Got a bus and a van coming.
Thank you. We're Taylor and Charlie, and we're off the beach now. Bloody security cameras everywhere. That was like full on. That one pole had like 5 cameras on it.
One each way and then one big one on the top, eh?
Yeah, that's it.
Get off my lawn.
We're up on the top of Mount Wellington, back on the mainland, in quotation marks, the main island. And it is amazing up here. It's only 1270 high, but it's above the tree line, and the view that you get over Hobart is stunning. I didn't realize it was this picturesque up here. It craps all over Mount Cootha in Brisbane.
There's the worst job in the world, driving a bus up and down Mount Wellington. That would be my worst nightmare.
So there's the city center. The car wash was
It's a touch chilly, Jim.
Just a little bit. My hands are cold even filming this.
down there. So
Here we go, the leech guys again.
This is stuck tooth here. That's a big one.
Oh, he's got lots of blood in him, Miles. Just get the salt, hun.
yeah, right. He won't like this.
Dakota will.
Maybe don't send this. It's coming tomorrow.
I won't send it to her. I was like, look at them stretch. Salt.
We want a little bit more water than that. Yeah. That's it. Nice.
Doesn't like the salt. Look at. Said ew.
Osmotic pressure.
It's trying to find a way out.
So why doesn't he like about the salt?
He salted yours. Yeah, doesn't like it.
No, they don't like salt because it's the osmotic pressure. It's pulling all the water out of their body.
Cody's
There
like,
goes
do
mine.
I have any? Do I have any?
Let's see, if you would have ripped him off, he would have been freaking bleeding for like a week. You know, now, look at that. Like I got the tiniest little pinprick, as do you.
Yeah.
And it'll bleed for a little bit because he's got the anticoagulant in there, but it'll stop. And then your life will be fine.
We're in a hip camp outside Triabunna. And Dakota has joined us now. Miles picked her up from the airport in Hobart. She's with us for 5 days, which is very exciting.
There's the hazards right directly in front of us, which are the mountain range that sort of runs along the spine of the Freycinet Peninsula. We're through Coles Bay now, heading towards what we think is the lookout for Wineglass Bay. But we will have to hike over these hazards to get to the other side to see it. What was that, Jill?
That wasn't me, that was a feed.
Where are we off to, Dakota?
She's still trying to get her island legs.
We're just going to go right to the top of that peak there in front of us.
George.